guys. Okay, I think I have a different screen on here, but let me set up real quick. Okay, no. Okay, so today it's gonna be interesting day for quite a bit of time. Okay, hold on. Let me. I know the screen is showing a slideshow of a whole bunch of stuff, not related at all. Just a something I want to do. But that's for later. Okay, 1 second. Oh, I'm trying to see if I'm in frame. All right, so that's good. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Okay, I feel like I think my mic is on. Hold on. Okay, yes. All right, you guys, welcome. It's Friday. Aiden, I've never seen you here, but yeah, welcome to the show. How's everybody doing today? Pretty interesting day today. I was a bit busy. At work's always busy, right? I got an audit by my boss, so it was not fun at all, but it's okay. It is what it is. You just have to keep keep on your toes. If you get audit, whatever, you just have to try to do a better job and then move on. But anyway, it's nothing serious though. It's just like a ding on my resume a little bit here, but well, hopefully it's not gonna lead into anything else. But it's never fun, to say the least. All right, so what's happening for today? Not much here. Of course, GameStop kind of went down today. Expected. Nothing much. A lot of dark pool and all that stuff. Shenanigans, the same exact thing, right? Nothing new. So if you kind of, let's see. Saturday. Okay, cool. 1 p.m. Okay, all right. Have you had lunch? Have you had lunch yet? Cool. Okay, so what I want to talk about here. So I have not set it up. That's dumb. A little bit disshuffle today. Now, of course, a lot of information going out about how 8 billion errors was being reported during the January time. And so, again, like, of course, people draw the correlation that perhaps it might have something to do with GME. But I think it's all the market at large here. But the fact that there's like 8 billion errors being, shown here, that's crazy, right? But again, this is the January 13 within that week. And it just shows a bit of kind of I guess, I don't know, a forensic evidence of some sort, right? That is related to Jimmy in some way. Again, that's why I get people thinking that it's like a conspiracy theory and all that stuff. But what are we supposed to be thinking when you see stuff like this all the time? And why is there a $8 billion not dollar, 8 billion error caught by the CAT system? It's crazy, right? But again, anyway, I feel like there's need to be some sort of an audit of some sort that needs to happen. in the SEC. And of course, like this is what we wanted to have, right? Just a transparency of what is going on, FTD data, and if these people are selling shares that they don't have, it's going to be detrimental to the whole market here. And so now I don't know what is going to happen if that data would ever come out into the public. Perhaps it's going to send a shockwave, to the market and crash it in some way. But that's just me speculating. And now, my other speculation is that Trump loved to see his portfolio green, right? And so the stock market is a measurement that he's usually used to. Stock market all-time high. So perhaps if there's a crash, he's going to do everything he can to prop it back up again in some way. Again, all of this is just speculation, right? He might not be able to be successful at keeping the market up, because again, the problem is just way too deep already. You see a lot of insider trading. JP Morgan CEO JP Diamond or whatever just sold a day before, sold his share of Chase. And so again, is this inside trading? Of course they know something before anyone else. And it's disgusting, the way that the market is being run by these people. But in my opinion, obviously, right? I don't have any evidence to even say that, so I shouldn't be saying that. But as far as like the trail of something. But anyway, so sorry, is there any news about GME? I feel like nothing has happened in the past few months. Howdy. So nothing much, honestly, in terms of like corporate actions. I mean, you've heard about Ryan Cohen kind of tweet about selling the European, the French, and the what's the other one? Canadian, arms of GME. So that's the only news that I could think of that is recently being revealed. But yeah, there's not much going on here when it comes to like what is happening in the corporate sense. The company itself, of course, hopefully that the company is doing well, balance sheets wise were healthy. Not much to talk about in that sense, like nothing changed whatsoever. As far as the market goes, though, there are some mechanism here that has to do with, collateral and all that stuff. So that's a different gauge that you want to kind of gauge into, because again, price is different than the actual company itself. So you have to distinguish that. So again, when I talk about the company is doing well, I'm not talking about just the stock price itself. Okay. Now, when I'm talking about the market structure, right? Of course, the price is going to come to play because, if there is shortings going on that we're not privy to, those type of thing is going to translate. Or if the market is or if the buy order is rerouted to the dark market, that's going to show up in the price as well, right? Again, it translates based on the market structure itself. I hope I answer your question there. I feel like my flow is so weird though. Like, what the heck is wrong with me today? I feel like I'm just a little flustered on what's happening at work. Just a little bit. But anyway, forgive me for that. I'm trying to find the let's see. Okay, so let's go to the price chart real quick. I'm sure you've seen this a million times already, but today Let's see. All right. So what I'm seeing here, of course, like I'm look at all this stupid line that makes no damn sense. So let me just take that off. Of course, the market, structure is nothing changed here. Of course, I feel like we're kind of breaking that trend line already. So we might come down a little bit more even to this price point here. I'm not projecting that it's going to go down that low, you guys, but it could happen, right? If the market is freaking out, everybody's going to, try to sell everything that they can. But again, I assure you, the company, nothing's wrong with the company whatsoever. The price just do what it does. Again, whether it's psychologically or whatever, you have to be strong on that. But, the reason why I look at the price action usually is to at least to kind of psychologically prepare myself to see the lower price. And then if I have some more dry powder, obviously I'm going to have to buy more, right? It's at that point, you just have to force yourself to do it. So, but anyway, so what I'm looking at currently here, coming up next week, is of course this gap over here that hasn't been felt yet or filled yet. So typically that's what, but if we don't hold that level over here, I think we're going to go lower, a little bit lower here, around the 20s. I'm not, going to manifest that. Of course, like nobody wants to see your portfolio going red at all. But you might have to see a little bit of red before you get to see the reap the reward later, right? Perhaps this is the last shakeout that they have been trying to orchestrate it, or at least again to delay the inevitable here. Of course, I have a thesis that the short hasn't closed yet, and that they have been doubling down or tripling down on their stupidity. Because at this point, we all know what GME could achieve, and they have been achieving it already for 4 years. So there's no reason to even short this company, and the fact that people keep buying and holding, I feel like there's more investor out there that are seeing the long term benefit for this company yet to come, okay? Or long-term opportunity that GME could get in, could get themselves into. Goodness, what's happening with my voice here? Sorry about that. Okay, good evening. Okay, hello. Forget about the hater and the beta males. Okay, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, GME is the future. Okay, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir over here. Thank you so much for the encouragement there. Oh, thank you so much. Howdy. Been buying and only holding GME for a good amount of time. Yes, not leaving. Hey, I'm just preaching to the choir here. But just in case some newbies over here, discovering my channel for the first time, never get old to at least repeating. And of course, like it's worth repeating too, because it's true. It's the truth of the matter. The company is doing well. Healthy, very healthy. Now, what I'm concerning about is the market structure here. That's why, when there's blood in the street, buy more, buy whenever people are just running for the hill, right? Because they don't know what GME is, of course. Like if you see tomorrow, come Monday, if you see GME at $10, are you going to buy more or run to the hill? And at that point, like just imagine people who've never seen this company before, heard about this company before, they're not going to pay attention to it until it's $100 already. Then the news going to tell you, oh yeah, this is the time to buy. It's always like that, right? Any asset that is worth having, they don't want you to have at all. And so just have to understand the psychological warfare that you have to go through day to day when it comes to price action, right? Um, so I mean, I'm not immune to it, but I know exactly what is happening. But sometimes it gets so frustrated too, right? Because if I tell people to buy into it and they don't see the result right away, it's tough to even explain to them. So, well, you said that the company is doing well. Why is it still here? Well, the best way to explain about that is the fact that perhaps the market just doesn't agree with you yet, right? Um, the market doesn't agree 10 years ago that Bitcoin is worth $100,000 10 years ago. Now it's $100,000. It's becoming a norm and becoming more and more accepting of people coming in, right? So again, GME might have to, go through a lot more of, criticism, a lot more of, people not believing in the company and the leadership and where the direction of the company is. Perhaps, again, people are really bought into the idea that because Ryan Cohen doesn't speak the plan into existence, that's a bad thing. So I don't want to invest in companies like that with that type of CEO, right? And again, it becomes more tribal than anything. But I feel like, for people who've been in the company for a long time, they really understand that, the type of leadership that they want is this type of leadership. And really, for me, Ryan Cohen is the cornerstone of this particular thesis. I agree with Roy Kitty because he said that. Like, if you are still in this company, you are actually betting on the success of Ryan Cohen, whether you believe in his ability to bring this company or transform this company to something else. Okay, whether honing on the brick and mortar aspect of it, and then transforming into the e-commerce or some sort of technology company that delight customer, going out of their way to give the customer what they want and to keep them coming back for more. And so, I mean, if you look at the Chewy, right, how it was being run, it's all about long-term perspective here. And so there's no different. I mean, I don't think the there's not much different of approach, but I really think like in Gamestop though, he's more mature and he has the experience from growing Chewy from the ground up, but he had not been able to kind of scale it to a massive amount, scale it as big. And so with GME, I feel like he learned to scale it on a massive level. So this is his chance to prove that he could scale GME to multi hundreds of billions of dollars type of company here. But again, that might be 5, 6, or even 10 years from now, you guys. So for people who feel like you're missing out or anything like that, you're not going to miss out. You're going to have time to accumulate, even 10 years from now, you're still going to have time to accumulate into this company. And so, yeah, I'm not saying it won't happen in the middle or whatever. It could, like as far as the share price, because you don't know how many people have been shorting this thing, right? How many institutions have been, doubling down, tripling down on their position because they don't want the lid to be blown on their, clients or whatever, because, they need to find money from elsewhere in order to keep the charade going. And I don't know. Again, just me speculating on what is going on with the short position here if it is true, obviously, if there are still, shares that is being shorted that are naked, or some sort of swap that is going on behind closed door. Um, so whatever happened in that, and if the FBI's were to kind of investigating that, it's going to unfold slowly. Now, so okay, let me try to read here. Okay, buy more at 10. Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, fundamentally we're gonna keep going up from here because we don't have any cash burn anymore. So if we are closing more stores, that means less expenses as well. So technically, we are going to make some money here. Maybe not a lot, but some money is better than nothing, right? When people are, closing down store, going bankrupt, and even loading on more debt in order to, try to service themselves here. But, when you operate any company on debt, you're going to have to bend over backward in order to just get a, small profit margin here. With the economy that we're dealt with right now, I don't think that's going to happen. Companies that have massive amount of debt is going to be so burdensome. Even the biggest company in the country here. So yeah, I mean, Jimmy might be able to buy those company at a discount. And so use that $4 billion, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's whatever other things that we are getting ourselves into. It's remained to be seen, but whatever we're getting ourselves into, it's going to be on a discount. Massive discount, hopefully, right? If the market crash. Again, good companies can be on a discount, so why not? So again, that's why I'm not really, antsy about like, oh, what if GME goes down to 10? If GME go down to 10, you know what happened? We still have $100 million earmarked to buy the stock back. So technically we could, cost that, or put away that concern that, what if it goes down to $1 a share? Well, if $1 a share, we're gonna just buy 100 million shares right then and there. See what happened, right? And on top of that, more and more people are gonna just buy GameStop at $1. So again, that's why I don't think it's gonna go down to that price, because simply many retail investor out there knows what happened in GameStop already. They're not gonna fool us, or anyone, to sell or even not buying more. At this price point right here, $20 per share, that's 50% equity, right? So if it comes down to 10, that's 100% equity. You'd be stupid not to buy it at that price, because you're buying cash. You buy $1 for the cash amount in the companies itself. And so technically you buy the company for free. There you go. While I love GameStop, believe in RC, as the wise businessman, I don't foresee GameStop doing anything major in the future. Sure, they could spend their $4 billion on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin would need to reach. Okay, cool. My exit plan. Okay, 40. That's fine. I respect that. I'm going to buy XRP and then hold for 10 years. All right. Hey, I have XRP too. That's fine. I respect that plan. I understand that people, have different theories on GME. I get it. That's all speculation here. Ryan Cohen is for sure a very conservative, executive. And the way that he, I think the cash amount that we have in the business right now, in GME right now, it's really for the safety of the company. And I really think that he's not going to do anything risky with that at all, because the future of the company hinged on that $4.6 billion. I know he must have a plan for that cash. And even if he doesn't have a plan, it would still, blow the cushion. It's like a act as a safety net. If anything happens to the economy, right, we would still be able to survive and, strategize too, to at least to see where the wind blow. And I really think when he was meeting with Michael Saylor, it's really to find out how, I guess how to deal with blockchain growth, to get an idea, okay, where are things going to be growing into. An NFT marketplace and that particular venture, I think it's going to be the future growth of this company. That is massive. I don't think anyone understand how massive that market is until 10 years from now. Because proof of concept, right, hasn't even proven to anyone yet. And so to say that it's not going to grow to anything major in the future, I don't think that is accurate at all. Think about it. You have XRP, right? You understand the railway of tokenization and all that stuff, and in-game items and all that stuff. Technically, GME could build on the XRP ledger as well, and it's able to capture that. And with that $4 billion, they could turn into 10 times that. Just to mingle in that space. Now, again, we're just going to do it slowly. I'm sure, Ryan Cohen is just trying to investigate where the wind blow, right, in that direction. And of course, with Trump coming in, he's trying to deregulate that space and to give the innovation to the people that are coding, coders or whatever, to the people that, businesses that are trying to build something for shareholder here. And newer things, excite a lot of, younger generation to be like, okay, GME, new generation of GME, or GameStop is going to be wild. And I really think, the wearable, the what is it? The era of transparency is coming. And you could see it in our government right now, right? Elon Musk is kind of like advertising it, even putting putting blockchain as a technology to track government spending, right? So you think that those type of things is not going to happen in the future, in the next 4 years. Now I know a lot of stuff is happening, so it might be too quick for people to even understand the ramification, whether it's negative or positive. We don't know that yet, right? So there might be pain first before you could see anything that perhaps is going to come out of anything yet. So but yeah, I'm remain optimistic, obviously, in that future. But the future is for builder, people who want to build things. And I really think this administration is trying to get those type of people in. And so to foster innovation rather than, just suppressing people from not talking, from, a lot of suppression is happening. In the past decades, I feel, you can't say anything. You can't even discuss anything that you believe in without feeling like you're shouting at people or something, right? Because no one is enthusiastic about their whether their passions or whatever, right? I just feel like people are just going to work and then just zombie. And so when people are trying to talk about passion, about politics, about whatever, it seems you get shut down for some reason, right? And so again, this is why I'm hopeful about this administration, and hopefully, you change something. All of us want change that we could believe in. Obama campaigned on change, and what change did he provide? Nothing much at all. Just incremental, improvement on, don't ask, don't tell. That's it, right? So that's what accomplishment. But what mattered the most was that he had the chance to break down the banking system, and he didn't. He had the majority Democrat at the time. He could have had it done then, but it seems like he had a different agenda, right? So, but anyway, I'm becoming political now. I don't know why. It just went on to that way. My point is, the future for GameStop can be that major, though. I disagree with that. But again, if you want that quick, in and out, yes. I mean, $45. If you're happy with that, that's great. I mean, what is it? Hardly, what, $45? Okay. What, 60%, 70% up from here, which is not that bad at all, right? If you think that way. Let me see, 45. So it's around this price point right here. Now 45. That's only what, less than 5 times book. That's fair value to me, in my opinion. So that's not even factoring the surprise, and people are suppressing it, whether it's retail or institutions, right? And then you're not factoring the institution FOMOing into this when the numbers are in, for March. So I think that's also another layer that you're not thinking about it as well. So it's not just the future, you guys. It's the growth that comes from people agreeing with you now that, oh my God, Jimmy is not going bankrupt today. Oh my God, Jimmy actually makes money here. I thought they lose money. I thought they're going to go bankrupt. So those type of in FOMO, right? So you're not even factoring that. You're not factoring the fact that, perhaps, the counter risk, whoever's been betting on the downfall of GME, right, for decades on end. So who knows, how many shorts are out there. So again, if Moa's theory is actually correct. But again, if that theory is wrong, then it's okay. I mean, even $45 a share, that's still a steal for me, in my opinion. But no, I wouldn't. I didn't sell over here. Why would I be selling over here? You see what I mean? So again, I have a long-term bag that I call moon bag. So that bag is going to be, what, 5, 6, 7 years from now, to behold. So we will see. All right. Obama change come from operating Fast and Furious. Oh, Operation Fast and Furious. I don't know. I don't know about that particular term. It seems like a movie of some sort. But yeah, I mean, when Obama campaigned, I remember that slogan pretty well, change. But he didn't do anything much for working American at all. Yes, there was a lot of pacifying because he's a great speaker. He's such a great public speaker. So he kind of put people to sleep in that speech, making you feel better about, the state of affair. But remember, back then there was the housing market crash. So the bank was the one that, bankrupt everybody, losing everybody pension fund. And then they got bailed out. $2 trillion or something like that. He printed, or, bailed out, government bailed out there. But what he should have done is, break down the bank, let the bank goes under. Yes, insure the depositor, but let the bank, kind of go bankrupt and break it down. It's like whoever wants to buy it, that asset, pennies on the dollar, it could have been the public too. But yeah, he didn't do that. What a waste of potential, right? Okay, so what am I talking about here? Of course, XRP has been kind of fumbling down as well. I have been kind of like hoping that it's going to go up from here. But there's been news, in the crypto market, some hacks or whatever. But the good news was Coinbase lawsuit was dropped by the SEC. And with no prejudice, that means like it's a bit kind of solidified now. And so XRP lawsuit is going to be drop as well. I'm seeing that. It should have been announced today too, XRP, but for some reason I feel like it's meant to be waited for the right time, right? For people, perhaps, again, they allow the institution to get into it more and more. Who knows, just a little bit more time. But I've been looking at this wedge right here. So we'll see if it's going to play out or not. But yeah, I'm very bullish on XRP as well. All right, so let's switch gear a little bit. I know we talk about GameStop, we talk about the crypto market, regulation, deregulation, or whether a common sense law on crypto. Hopefully, again, to foster innovation, right? And that's what we want. I mean, people only want to make sure that you can build something for the future. Okay. Same way with Jimmy, I'm sure Ryan Cohen only wants to make the best company that made the best people, win out, that are, good, hard-working Americans who, want the best for their own people, for their own country. Okay. So let me see. Let me switch gear real quick because again, I'm kind of like on the political mode here because I've been kind of following this this administration, right? And when you listen to speeches, I'm sure you guys have seen this already, but when you listen to these people, right, who are putting in power right now, and of course the media is going to spin it, right? And one of the things that I've heard people say all the time, well, Trump is racist. Okay, well, let's listen to this particular speech and then I'll come back to see. It's like, I don't see that. And you see why in a moment.
Wow. First and foremost, we were just with President Trump, and I just want to thank him. I know he's not here in the room right now, but what a ride we have been on, what a courageous warrior and leader he has been, and the faith and trust he has put in me to lead the FBI is the greatest honor that I'll ever have in my life. And to General Bondi, that sounds pretty freaking cool. Pam, you're my sister, you're my mentor, you're my friend. You're my boss, and the confidence you have placed in me, I will never violate that trust. The men and women of the FBI will be led under your leadership through one standard, the Constitution. So thank you for entrusting me, Pam. Oh man, this is effing crazy. So obviously you don't get here alone. I'm here because of God. I'm here because of my family, and I'm here because of my friends. And You're literally in this room because you made it happen. My sister, Nisha, and my nephew, Aryan, flew in from London just to be here. My beautiful girlfriend, Alexis, is here. Yes, I agree. My aunts and uncles are here. They've come from all over the country. I am living the American dream. And anyone that thinks the American dream is dead, just look right here. You're talking to a first-generation Indian kid who's about to lead the law enforcement community, the greatest nation on God's green earth. That can't happen anywhere else. To the senators and the men and women of the United States House of Representatives, you placed an enormous trust in me, an enormous leap of faith. One that I didn't know that I could possibly earn back, but I'm going to spend every single day on this job doing so. The fact that you placed the confidence you did in me has inspired me to reach new heights at this job. I promise you the following. There will be accountability within the FBI and outside of the FBI, and we will do it through rigorous constitutional oversight starting this weekend. Yeah. This is great. We all used to live in the same freaking house. Yeah, I don't have any prepared remarks. I wish I could go around the room and, tell the story about how each and every one of you have magically touched my life to put me in this position. What a roller coaster ride it has been. I do know this. We are in this room together because you guys have a love of country that is truly inspirational, and it bleeds out everywhere we go. And if you look around this room, you see civil servants, you see warriors, you see attorneys, you see great husbands and fathers and mothers and wives. And we're fighting for the same thing, our future, our children, this guy. And there is no greater mission. I wish I had more words to thank every single one of you, but every time I look at every single one of you, you guys know the stories you can't tell. More importantly, the ones you can. This is, Pam and I were just talking in the back, and we were like, do you believe this? We were on the campaign trail together. We were attorneys in the first administration together. Now we're here. She's the Attorney General. I'm the Director of the FBI. This is insane. And I don't really fully believe it yet. I hope to. But believe it. I'm just not here without you guys. And look, I know the media's in here. And if you have a target, that target's right here. It's not the men and women at the FBI. You've written everything you possibly can about me that's fake, malicious, slanderous, and defamatory. Keep it coming. Bring it on. But leave the men and women of the FBI out of it. They deserve better. And for those of you who think that there's going to be a two-tier system of justice, not with Attorney General Bondi. There's a singular system of justice for all Americans, and there will be accountability. And the reason that this mission is so important is simply the following. 100,000 people last year raped. 100,000 people died of CCP fentanyl overdose and heroin. 17,000 homicides. Violent crime is out of control. We cannot have a United States of America where that is acceptable, where someone dies every 30 minutes, where someone ODs every 7, where someone's raped every 6. That cannot be allowed to continue, and it will not be allowed to continue. Our national security mission is equally as important. Anyone that wishes to do harm to our way of life and our citizens here or abroad will face the full wrath of the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And if you seek to hide in any corner of this country or any corner of this planet, we will put on the world's largest manhunt, and we will find you, and we will decide your end state, not you. We will uphold the Constitution. We will uphold ourselves to the Constitution. The men and women at the FBI, I have your back because you have the backs of the American people. You will be held to the same high standard. Any deviation from that standard will not be tolerated at this Federal Bureau of Investigation. The men and women at the FBI who make us safe deserve better, and they are going to get it with our leadership and your support. God bless America, and God bless every one of you. I love this country.
Damn, fire. So yeah, when I listen to speeches like that, of course it's all speech, right? Action speaks louder than word. So remain to be seen. I'm very curious what he's gonna be doing with the investigation and all that stuff. Of course, that's his job now. Yeah, I hope for the best for him. But one of the things that I want to address here is because when I hear people talk about Trump being racist, why would he be placing people like he just said it, like he's Indian, first generation Indian? Like really? And he the media keeps saying he is sexist, right? There's Pam Bondi right there, as a woman of hopefully integrity, right? I don't know much about Kash Patel. I don't know much about Bondi, but I do know a lot about Robert F. Kennedy. I do know a lot about Tulsi Gabbard because I used to follow them like years ago, as a Democrat myself. So I know that those two people are more of what I could say good people, good upstanding people who wants to fight for other people. Good leader in a sense. And when you are leading people for the goodness of other people, I mean, I feel like that's good. That's the type of people you want to elevate, right, in society. And again, like, when the media going after Trump so hard and giving him, again, just like a slander of some sort, you could say the other side's probably like, well, he deserved it. Like, I can't tell you how many people I talk to and about the, attempted assassination, right? It's like, well, this guy doesn't do a good job of it. It's like, how can you say that type of thing? But my point is that people like that, you should elevate more, like this type of people right here. And I really hope he's doing a good job here. But again, actions speak louder than words. So we'll see how he's gonna go after these people here. A lot of stuff is happening right now. I'm kind of like excited about it though, to find out about the most scandalous of all that is currently happening right now. But anyway, so that's just a snippet of my political rant antic. Again, not much to talk about, Jimmy, you guys. Like, I'm excited about the future, but as far as like the short-term price action, I have no idea. Like see a lot of dark pool being rerouted and suppressed. Look at this. Is this a buy or a sell? Doesn't even note it, but 3 million shares or 3 million value going to the dark pool. There you go. Sell order going to the dark pool. Up here, dark pool, and then lit market, just a small amount here. Maybe there's too many people betting on the downside here. They don't want to, translate that into a, again, people when they buy puts, right, and the stock goes down, they make money, and so that's what they're trying to do, is to make all of those options go worthless. I can't even talk about it. Okay, so let's listen to Moran's. I didn't see this one yet, but this is 4 years ago.
GameStop. Something's going on at GameStop. Pay attention. Bam! There used to be 4,000 cards.
I saw this one already. I thought I didn't see that one. Yeah, so they are selling their card for sure. Okay, a lot of okay, I think that's it, you guys. I know I'm kind of babbling on with nonsense here. Nothing much here. But kind of a little bit tired too. So been close to an hour. So been a long day too. So, but anyway, so yeah, thank you so much for coming in, joining in, and I hope to be on tomorrow morning, but we'll see. Hopefully there's something new that I want to kind of touch on a little bit here. Crypto market's gonna be excited, right? I'm sure if the SEC were to drop the case for Ripple, it's gonna go. It's like it's on the precipice of like breaking out over here. So there you go. All right, guys, I will see you when I see you, and you have a good night.